Good evening. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to take you through this 15-minute bedtime relaxing yoga stretch. This will be particularly therapeutic for hips and lower back. This is day 21 of the 30-day evening yoga movement challenge, officially 3 weeks into it. If you're new and have not yet signed up for this free challenge, you can do so by clicking the link down below in the description box. So for this practice, we're going to start out in turtle pose, which is really a variation of butterfly or Baddha Konasana. Bringing the soles of your feet together, knees apart. You want to have your feet and ankles a little bit further out in front of you, so it's more like two 90-degree angles. And you can start to fold forward any amount. If you're staying up a little bit higher, sometimes propping yourself up with your hands can be really nice. If you're getting down pretty low, you can either have your arms over top of your legs. I like to really bring my arms underneath, threading them through and folding from here. So any amount, we're looking for a nice stretch through that outer hip and also through our lower back. And our affirmation that we can internally repeat for this evening's practice is, my inner peace is my power. My inner peace is my power. Using this affirmation as an anchoring point for our practice, as well as for the rest of our evening. So try to relax your chest and your shoulders as you fold. We'll stay here for 5 more deep breaths. And if you were low, like what I'm doing here, you can just start walking yourself out of the forward fold. And you can use your hands to bring your knees back up. And we're going to take a seated pigeon pose, crossing right ankle over the top of your left knee. You can choose how close or how far you want to have your left foot, but we're just going to rock a little side to side. Try not to round or slouch too much here. It'll happen a little bit, but as much as possible, think of lifting through your chest. This will help in alleviating low back pain and getting into our hips. You're welcome to stay as you are. If you'd like to go a little bit further into it, you can maybe grab a hold and cradle your foot. And I like to just bring that left leg out. It doesn't need to. You can also keep it bent, but it's that same action of rocking a little bit. Holding on to the calf is one way that we can keep our spine really straight, which is why I like this variation. And let's release, and we'll switch sides. Right leg straightens, and you can cross your left ankle over the top of that right knee. And start by bringing it in. Think of lifting up through your heart, rolling your shoulders back, and just a little sway side to side. My inner peace is my power. How can you cultivate a deeper sense of peace right now through your breath, through these simple movements? If you'd like to add on for these last few moments in the pose, you might cradle, whatever you'd like to do with that right leg. Let's release, tabletop pose on hands and knees. We'll take some circular cat and cows, moving in a really intuitive way here. You want your hands under your shoulders, your knees under your hips, and just start to trace some big circles with your shoulders, with your hips, with your head. So we're trying to focus on low back and on our hips, but of course you might get a nice stretch through your upper back and a little through your shoulders as you do this. And we can reverse the circles in the other direction. And come all the way back, more into a neutral tabletop pose. So draw your lower belly in a little bit here so your spine is nice and straight. And we're going to trace circles with our right knee and our right hip. Try not to bend your left elbow as you do this, but just trying to get some motion through that hip joint. Take one more. And we'll step it forward in between our palms to the top of the mat into your low lunge. So your right knee is on top of your ankle. Instead of lifting up, we're going to add a twist here. Really great for low back. Keep your left hand on the floor and just bring your right hand to your thigh. Push your palm into your leg as you start to roll your right shoulder back and look over that right shoulder. Really melt your hips forward and down as you add this spinal twist. And if it feels uncomfortable for your neck to be looking up and over, you can always just keep your gaze down towards the mat, but try to roll the right shoulder back. My inner peace is my power. One more big breath here. Release the twist first, so you're facing towards the mat. We're going to push into the heel, coming into a hamstring stretch. You're welcome to hold it up high, or what I like to do is to let my hips sit on my back heel and fold from here. Really minimal effort in this forward fold. Try not to strain yourself in any way. Notice if you have a tendency to do more than what is needed and required. The purpose of these evening practices is to do less, to slow down, to be really mindful of our breath, of our movement. 3 more breaths right here. If you were sitting all the way on your back heel like what I'm doing, use your hands to lift your way up first and go slowly as we come up. We're finding our tabletop pose again. Knees under your hips, palms under your shoulders. Find a flat back, engage your belly a little bit here, and we're going to trace some circles with our left knee, getting into that left hip this time. Really as big and as wide as you can get them. Finding your full range of motion, keeping your right arm straight. And the next time, we're going to step it through into our low lunge. Left knee over your ankle. Keep your right hand aligned underneath your right shoulder. Bring your left palm to your thigh and push the hand into the leg in order to lift forward and then rotate back. Try to relax your hips, pulling your lower belly in a little. Take one more big breath. Release the twist first. So your left hand comes down. Push into that heel, either staying up high in your half splits or sitting back on your right foot or your right heel and folding from here. And it's normal for your left ankle to roll to the side a little bit, but try not to let it completely flop over. You still want your knee and your toes to be pointing mostly up. My inner peace is my power. Let's walk our hands in, inch by inch, back into that lunge so we can make our way to that tabletop pose and come up on your shins. You can either have your toes pointing back or tucking under, just a very tiny little camel pose. I want you to lengthen your tailbone down, pull your belly in, super small here. You're just broadening through your chest. Finding a big lift. And let's release. We'll close with a seated spinal twist. Really wonderful for lower back specifically. So if you have your legs out in front of you, bend your right knee first and cross your right foot over the top of your left thigh. You can either keep that left leg straight or you can bend your knee, bringing your heel into the glute. Try to really push into that big right toe. Hug into the midline. Left arm reaches up to the sky to lengthen, and then go ahead and hook your elbow to that inner thigh crease. Right hand goes behind you as you twist. So you have a little bit of leverage here with your left elbow, but priority is not given to how deeply you can twist. Priority is on the length in your spine. So sitting up really tall. And let's release. Switching sides. And this time your left foot crosses over that right thigh, either holding here or also bending your right knee, bringing that heel in close. Push into your big left toe. Right arm up. Cross and hook your elbow in. Left hand goes back behind you so you can press up and lift up taller. And then find a twist from here. And if you have a hard time breathing in this pose, you've twisted a little bit too far. Release, uncross, and just come to sit in any way that you wish. And join your hands together at your heart. Press your shoulders down and away from your ears. My inner peace is my power. Let's close with Om. Inhale to chant. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. This was day 21 of our challenge. Leave me a comment below. Let me know how it went for you and use the hashtag good evening so I know you're part of this free 30-day challenge. I'll see you again tomorrow night. I would love for you to just take 5 minutes and do this affirmation meditation. Please do subscribe to my channel to support free yoga on the internet. You can do so just by clicking the subscribe button right here. Thank you so much, and I will see you tomorrow.